Hello, welcome back to Tarot Time with Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. I would like to do a spread on the Jim Morrison ghost photo. It was a request put in a few days ago, so I'd like to hit it up. Here we go. I'm going to do some shuffling. Jim Morrison ghost photo. It was apparently a photographer, took some pictures. I guess it was at, in LA, at his grave area. Very popular area. They've thought about moving it quite a few times because it gets so populated. But when he uploaded the image years later, there was this creepy white figure in the background with the arms stretched out that looked like the typical pose apparently he did while he was on stage, while he was performing. And so let's get to it. Jim Morrison and the ghost photo. The ghost photo, is it real? The ghost photo, is it real? Spirit guides and angels, please be clear. The ghost photo. The ghost photo, is it real? Is it real? Is that ghost photo real? We shall find out. Here we go. First card here I have is the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's no conflicts according to Spirit. There's no energy conflicts. So far it's looking like it's not bad. Five of Pentacles in the upright is basically a incubus succubus parasitic energy. It is giving and receiving card. So it's the merciful man card. It's that person in the normal Rider-Waite where you see that man handing and giving to somebody else. But it's in reverse. So there is this selfish struggle in this position. But there is a lack of conflict. But there is this conflict with the energy, I'm going to say. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, it is incubus succubus, so that is parasitic. So it could be him, definitely. And the fact there's not the conflict with the energy, because Pentacles is energy. So I would say that it's not the physical world, because Pentacles is the physical world. So this would be parasitic, lingering around, not on the physical earth plane. So already going out the gate here, it's looking positive in terms of it being a authentic photo. Not inauthentic. So there's that, because that's not on the earth plane. Physical world would be upright. He would be on the physical world, giving and receiving. So here, not on the earth plane, but having this incubus succubus parasitic energy. Which I do get when I do the normal plain deck of cards. The Six of Pentacles is my incubus succubus, which is someone who just clings to you, is parasitic, and doesn't leave you. So this is looking pretty positive from the get-go. It really is. So yeah, let's get some more cards here, and let's see what happens. Make sure I push play, because I've done it where I have not pushed play, and that really is terrible for me. Here we go. I'm going to pull the rest of them. Hopefully you can see all of these. Okay, so here we go. The focus here for the image is the Ten of Cups. Wow. So we know what Ten of Cups is, happy ever after. That would be total satisfaction. Emotional gratification. What happens when you're on the earth, when you're not on the earth plane? You reach total satisfaction. If you're not happy here, you will be happy on the other side. I guarantee it, because it's nothing but pure love, joy, happiness, people coming together. You reconnect with family. You reconnect with your higher self. You have total clarity, mind of clarity, total emotional satisfaction. And this is the focus. So it's looking really good here. The hidden energy here is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, the hidden energy is the wreath of flowers. So there's a wreath of flowers probably near him at that gravesite, which is really interesting. I call this one the wreath of flowers because on another deck that I used, there is actually a wreath of flowers. We don't have it here. But it's also fame and success, confidence and praise. So he is hanging around his grave. Oh my God. Wow. Holy Moses. Oh my God, I didn't expect this. Okay. Here we go. We got here the King of Cups in reverse. So with the King of Cups in reverse, this is the future. He knows that he is no longer able to be the Lord of the Hearts. He can no longer give support, and then he cannot give energy to other people on the earth plane. And it's an immature love here because it's in reverse. So he doesn't necessarily have that mature love. He was a younger man when he passed away. So this is sort of emotional manipulation. It does have a little bit of an abusive energy to it. So it's sort of playing around with people's emotions. I would say that his spirit likes to play with people's emotions. And probably because he knows that people would like it, I would say. People would enjoy it. Being fans and all. So then we have here the Eight of Cups into the near future for the spirit picture or spirit hanging around. Eight of Cups in the upright position. So this is having a very difficult time overcoming the situation that he passed on. Not liking the idea of passing on with the Eight of Cups. Eights is jealousy, probably wishing he was still on the earth plane. All eights in the deck have to do with jealousy, and it's infinity. So this is looking out. He is looking out, as you can see. He's looking out. So all the cups are behind him, looking out to see what he can do. The Eight of Cups is seeking, leaving for unknown, relinquishing, moving on. It's an unwilling departure card. He doesn't want to leave. He wants to linger around his burial site. Crazy. That's crazy. And he likes to manipulate people with it, and because he likes to linger around it. He's got pure joy and happiness. That's his focus. And he likes to create the situation. He feels harmonious doing it. And there's no conflicts hanging around for him with the energy. He doesn't feel conflicted doing it. Then we have here with the seventh card is the decision made. The decision made is the Five of Swords in reverse. So with the Five of Swords in reverse, this here is lack of conflicts with words. He cannot speak his words. There is peace here. There was a fight. He was fighting for his health, fighting for his well-being, and he lost it. He lost that fight. There's no longer fighting for those swords. There's no longer fighting verbally. You cannot have verbal confrontations anymore. Cannot communicate anymore. Communication's totally shut down. Spirit world doesn't speak to us in that sense unless you have the ability to actually have clairaudience, which I do have some of that. So the Five of Swords, all fives, like I said, are conflict and change. So he had some conflicts in his earth plane, and a change happened. And that change ended up being hope and recovery, and not drawing attention to his weaknesses. And this here upright is I don't have enough card. So he obviously feels like he doesn't quite have enough. It's about the material concepts, poverty and hardship. In the upright, he didn't care for what he was doing. This is feeling he was feeling cold and fatigued on the earth plane. He dealt with hardships that he wasn't happy about. But this is a recovery position. I'm in recovery now. He doesn't have the drug addiction. He doesn't have to talk about it anymore. He doesn't have to battle it anymore. That fight is done. That fight is over. He has enough now, because in the upright, I don't have enough. He's totally content now, but he likes lingering around. So this card here for the next position is the inner emotions. The inner emotions is the Hermit. So he likes to, basically, he's questing for knowledge. He's soul searching by hanging around. By doing it, it's also a personal truth. It's spiritual. It's enlightenment. It is a learning your lesson card, and it's wisdom. It's total enlightenment. And so he has this enlightenment. He can light the path. He is lit. He has that total wisdom now that he received by going to that Ten of Cups, the other side. So he not only is he completely emotionally fulfilled, he's got total wisdom now for enlightenment and spirituality. Total wisdom. He knows all the answers at this point in time. And he's got this trickster energy here between these cards here. He likes playing around. He's like a playful spirit, I would say. I don't think it's an evil, dark one. I think it's just being playful here, letting people know he's not struggling anymore. He's come to the other side. So this Hermit is total wisdom, and that is his inner emotions, is I'm wise now to the error of my ways, and I'm no longer suffering from addiction here with this position here, this other one. And then we have here, the next card is the Ten of Wands in reverse. He's no longer burdened by addiction. He's no longer burdened by the earth plane energies. He is free from burdens. The Ten of Wands in reverse. So Ten of Wands in reverse also is about, burden and oppression and duties and fatigue, and he's able to say no to it, no to burdens and oppression. So he now has his second wind. It's also a card of second wind. You get the second wind. He took the long climb of life, and now he's got, he took the great responsibilities of life, and now that great responsibility has been lifted off his shoulders. He's no longer carrying the burdens that he once had, completely removed. And so that is that. So the outcome of this spread, the outcome is the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords, the nine is about fulfillment, but with the swords, it is saying no to cruelty and abandonment. So he doesn't want to abandon his fans. It's ending some nightmare card. It is desperation. It's mortification about being left behind. He feels like he abandoned people with this. It is a nightmare. And I think he wants people to know that what happened to him was a nightmare. And he wants people to see him in a better way with that image with the arms stretched out. I am fine. I came through the other side. And it's to help people deal with this abandonment feeling, because he died, that there's this abandonment. He's mortified that he passed on and that he left behind his fans. It's the nightmares and fears card. And he probably feels that maybe it gives people comfort. So that is the ending of this. I will now go to my pendulum and confirm it or deny it with my pendulum. So, was the ghost of Jim Morrison, is it accurate? Is that Jim Morrison visiting his grave to give comfort to his fans? Is he there to give comfort to his fans? Is Jim Morrison, is that an authentic photo of Jim Morrison giving comfort to his fans? Yes. Yes. So it's authentic. That's the second time I've done that. I did it off camera before I started. So that's the second yes that I got. And then it's looking like yes. He's really mortified that he died of an overdose. But if you look at the image, his hands are stretched out like I'm healed. It's a very, holy type of image with the arms stretched out. Like I've received all the positive energy that I can ever receive kind of image. It has this glorified kind of image, self-glorification, or reaching your hand up to the earth plane, to the heavens. I'm here, look at me. Here I am, pay attention. Trying to draw attention to himself is what the image kind of gives me that illusion. And it's also something I suppose he did on stage. So it's something that falls in line with his character of who he was when he was on the earth plane. So I'm saying it is an authentic photo. It is not fake. So yes, it's an authentic photo, which I was not expecting that when I started this. I really did have the mindset initially thinking, okay, this is probably negative. I don't think so, but I will do it anyways. And I'll try to keep an open mind. And so I forced myself to have an open mind, and there it is, you guys. So there it is. Let's get some more on Jim Morrison and the ghost of Jim Morrison. What do we have here? Expectation. And you could see someone is looking out, so he's doing it. People probably expect to see something when they go. And then I would say also we have here The court. I'd say the court is judgment call. The court is the justice card. I would say this would be the justice card in this particular deck because it is the court. And court cases is the justice card. So this would be the justice card. It is also would be connected to karma. It's also connected to the truth comes out. So, and he's on the right path now. He's on the right path. The truth comes out, karma, and people are going to make a judgment call. It is also the sunshine comes out after the rain because it is the justice card. You know, what happens with justice? All wrongs are made right. So all wrongs have been made right, and he feels that people are expecting to expect that. He's expecting that they're wanting to see something, to feel something, and that's why he did that. That's why he did that. Why he exposed himself, at least for the photograph, or why he lingers around. He wants to linger around his gravesite, which is really fascinating. I actually got followed home by a spirit once from an old gravesite out in an old part of Ohio. And that night, my leg got pulled in bed, and that was the beginning of my spiritual awakenings. FYI. Here we go. The chaser and the golden mirror. So it is the chase, the codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. Yes, so what did I get? That he felt that he abandoned his fans, and he knows that they're chasing him. Those fans are going to keep chasing him. So he knows they're dealing with abandonment issues, that he left too soon, why did you have to die? And then it's self-absorbed narcissist. He's love bombing. It's a one-sided relationship because he is on the other side. And he's sort of love bombing them. And it is kind of a bit self-absorbed with the way his arms are handing out. It's kind of a bit of being a little bit narcissistic, you know. It's a trait. Doesn't mean he necessarily was, but it's a trait. And so he's showing them, here I am, here I am. Look at me. It's like the mirror. It's a mirror image. What happens when you take this photograph and you have him there? It's so almost like a mirror image. And he realizes people expect it. They're chasers. These super fans are expecting something. And so, yeah, it's the abandonment issue. It's the abandonment issue that people have. They don't like being abandoned. And so he must have had some abandonment issues. He must be really sensitive to it. I don't know what kind of abandonment issues he had, a broken marriage with his parents or what, but he must have abandonment issues to be super hypersensitive to it, because I don't think he'd be doing it if he didn't have those issues on the earth plane himself. So there's sort of this sensitivity about abandonment issues. A lot of narcissists do have abandonment issues. He probably was high in the narcissism as well. I'm just going to say it kindly. Here we go. Get some more here. Okay, there we go. And we have here tool and labor. So he takes it on as like a job. It's a job of his now to want to be seen. He just wants to be seen. And he didn't really like the job doing it. When he was doing it, he did not like it. It was not a huge pleasure. It became a burden. And that is what that is. A tool and labor is not a job you enjoy. He ended up not enjoying being a famous musician. It was just a job to him. And in the center of the deck, and I got that from a previous spread that I did. So we got the marriage card, which really is just about duality in lovers, partnership. And so he feels that there's still this partnership that he'd like to maintain and not let go of it, basically. So yeah, he wants to keep the duality because that is a duality there. And let's get a spirit animal. Here's spirit animal deck here. I'll open that out. I'm trying to keep them boxed up because my dog Penelope ate my world card on one of my new decks. So now I'm like, great, I got to keep everything in a box now. Okay, so let's get a spirit animal on the situation with the photograph with Jim Morrison. Jim Morrison in the photograph. Why is he doing it? Why is he doing it? Why is he doing it? Why is he standing there? There we go, that popped. The octopus, he likes reaching out. He wants to reach out to everyone. Oh, and I have it labeled as my borderline personality disordered card. What is that? What is borderline personality? They have abandonment issues. That is the heart of the disorder, is abandonment issues. So he must have had borderline personality disorder, which has high narcissistic traits disorder, because this is the narc card. They tend to have some of the same game plan, the same little tricks of manipulation. But with borderlines, they do it because of fear, being left alone. They hate being left alone. Don't leave me. Keep loving me. Don't leave me. Even though I might have toxic traits, even though I might do horrible things, to keep you around, I might play push and pull with you, but please don't leave me. And that is borderline in a nutshell. They have total abandonment issues. That is the root of it. For the root of narcissism is shame. Shame, shame, shame. So he felt some shame about his life, and he has abandonment issues. And that's why he's sticking around, is due to those abandonment issues that he had while he was on the earth plane. So he obviously had some kind of very dysfunctional, I'm going to say, by looking at this, it's looking like his parents, I could read deeper into this, his parents had jobs they hated, they weren't happy with, and they gave him this abandonment issue situation. Maybe because they worked too much, they weren't available to him. But he's got this abandonment issue, which is really interesting. I did not expect to think that Jim Morrison had abandonment issues, but he clearly does. And he clearly has some shame involved as well. Shame about his life path, shame that he ended up doing a job that he hated, and maybe he wanted to get married at some point in time. There's this duality here that he missed out on. And so, yeah, very interesting. I didn't expect it to go this direction. Kind of fun here. So let's find out about his abandonment issues. Let's throw a few cards on his abandonment issues. I'm just going to throw a few because I'm already at 21 minutes. Let's get some abandonment issues. What caused the abandonment issues for him? Because this is why he's doing this. He's doing it strictly because of that. He doesn't want other people to feel what he felt on the earth plane. That he is still here. I'm still here for you. Why is he still here for them? Abandonment issues, still being there for everyone. And we have here the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is to have total pleasure. Queen of Pentacles is a woman who has total material success. This is a lot going on. It's gathering courage. It is protection, gathering courage, a lot going on, total material success, energetic success, high vibe success. He's got all those coins collected. I would say it's more high vibe success at this point, not on the earth plane. So on the earth plane, he feels complete, total success, abundance, and nurturing energy, because it's a queen. All queens are that loving, nurturing energy. So he is being nurtured on the other side. He has not lost his luster. He's not dealing with greed or envy or any dependence on anything. And this is gathering energy also. It's about gathering energy. So by being around with that abandonment issue, he's able to feel the energy of the people visiting him, and he's able to gather some of that energy and resourcefulness of gathering that energy, and he enjoys it. He enjoys it. So that is why we're seeing that. That's pretty fun. That's crazy. And then we have here the High Priestess. And the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck is the hidden knowledge that he now possesses. Intuitive, trusting yourself, very high vibe. It's the guardian of the occult. And so this is someone who's very spiritual. Very spiritual. He likes collecting the energy and feeling the energy of his fans, hoping they can feel his presence and have this sort of exchange going on with his higher self, and this octopus gathering and just trying to suck it in and gather and reaching it. So that's how I feel about it. That's really fascinating. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.